हॅलो फ्रेंड्स, नमस्कार मित्रांनो. GMBA ऑर्गनाइज्ड हा व्हिडिओ सेशन सेकंड मॉड्यूलमध्ये मी तुमच्या सगळ्यांचं स्वागत करतो. Like I told you in my last video session, that we'll be emphasizing, discussing more about umpiring. And I'm sure that you all are also very eager that what we are going to discuss, what are the tips, what are the skills, what are the special qualities I'll be sharing with you all. Of course, definitely in due course of time, I'll be sharing more and more details about the better umpiring skills. But before that, uh, I want to ask you a very basic question. What do you know about umpiring, or who is umpire? In simple language, umpire म्हणजे जो umpiring chair वर बसतो, the one who sits on the umpire chair, writes in a proper way, fills up the good score sheet, announces the good score, finishes the match, and gets off the chair. So, do you call him that person a good umpire? If somebody's got a good voice, like one love, four love, three for service over, if he sounds good, is he a good umpire? No. Somebody's got a loud voice, somebody's got a good writing skills, somebody's got a proper way of announcing each announcement. That is not the only quality which is required to be a good umpire. All these people are called only as scorers, those who keep the good scores, and those who people who announce good scores. They are scorers, they are not umpires. If you wish to be a good umpire, the first and the foremost quality you should possess, that you should have a thorough knowledge of badminton laws. Nothing else, but you should know each and every badminton law by heart. To be a good umpire should understand the badminton laws. Then he should able to uphold those laws during the match. He should able to enforce those laws during the match. He should able to implement those laws, and he should able to thoroughly deliver those badminton laws during the match. He has to be very fair, and he has to be very firm on his decisions. When you can remain firm, when you know the laws and you know in tough situations what are the laws you have implemented and how you have delivered and conveyed that particular law to diffuse that particular situation in a fair manner. The one who can deliver all this and make the match goes in a smoother way is considered to be umpire, or rather good umpire. So how we can improve? One can become, one has to achieve these qualities, right? How? So very basic answer is you should know the 17 laws of badminton. How many laws? Just 17. My fellow colleagues, my friends, but badminton law book always has got 17 laws. It has not printed the 18th law. The law name is called a common sense. Every umpire is also a human being, and he conducts those matches. Those are also humans. आपण अंपायर चेअरवर बसलो म्हणजे देव, वी डोंट बिकम गॉड्स. देव नाही बनत आपण. वी आर स्टील ह्युमन्स, माय फ्रेंड्स. सो यूज युअर कॉमन सेन्स to implement the tougher laws while delivering tough situations. If you have got a good common sense alive during the match, there is no tough situation ever will occur for you when you sit as an umpire. And I can share this with you because of my last 25 years plus umpiring. Yes, if you have got the good knowledge of 17 laws plus the bonus of 18th law, which is called common sense, and you know it, how you are going to use that common sense, don't use the common sense so commonly. You can understand the meaning of commonly, because first you have to apply the laws and then use a common sense, right? Okay, so do you know what are those 17 laws? One has to really remember those 17 laws. In general, if you ask me, you should at least know the all 17 laws by their names or their titles. You don't have to have the thorough knowledge of each and every law. But out of those 17, almost 10 to 12 laws are always necessary that you should be remembering by heart. You should know when and how to use out of those 12 laws in practical. So before we move on, we'll just highlight, or I'll just put it across those 17 laws to you all. In our next module, I'm going to discuss in detail out of those 17 some 10 laws which are always we are going to implement. So today, first of all, I'll just discuss or tell you those 17 laws. Before I tell you those 17 laws, friends, always remember that the laws are created, or laws always has a tendency to evolve, to change, to upgrade, because different situations occur at the different times. The game changes every time, the law needs to be changed, upgraded. So the world body, BWF, Badminton World Federation, they have the technical team, the best of the umpires, experienced ex-umpires, retired referees. They have the best brains with them. They keep on discussing various laws. So always remember, go to BWF site, rather BWF corporate site, follow that site, always keep on downloading the updated laws. It's not that I have told you, sir has told you, you have told him, she has told him, and that is why they are actual stamped laws. No, only the BWF law book is the authority law book, and you should be following that particular law book. Okay, yes. So what are those 17 laws? I'll just highlight those numbers. So before the laws, when you open the law book and start the habit of opening the law book, now you've got a more time in lockdown. Even if in not lockdown, I always insist you guys that before the tournament, at least when you know that you've got an assignment, at least open the law book, just brush it over, just go through those all 17 laws, right? Okay, so to start with, what is the first law? First law is court and court equipments. Okay, second law is shuttles. Third law is testing the shuttle for correct speed. Always remember, this is one of the important law that we are going to discuss, we are going to remember, because there are several disputes depending on the speed of the shuttle and whatnot. So we have to remember how to test the shuttle for correct speed. The fourth law is racket. The fifth law is equipment compliance. The sixth law is toss. Again, the second important law which we are going to definitely remember each and every word of it is toss. Toss is very important. So many things involved in that particular toss, that somebody wants to serve from the other side, somebody wishes to receive from some side, somebody wants to serve, somebody wants to receive. Some sides are slippery, some sides are superstitious. So what not? So many things involved. Like in cricket, the toss is so important. Same like in badminton. It's not just one side chooses one side. Nothing like that. Toss is very important. The seventh law is scoring system. The eighth law, again, we are going to discuss on this, is change of ends. The ninth law, the far most important law out of all this, one of the very important law, ninth law is service. Service judge, the best service judges, the umpires, they have to remember what is the correct service. Service law, you have to remember what is correct service and what are the faults during service. So I'm going to spend the full session to explain you what are correct service and how fast, how quickly as a service judge we can fault if the services are not correct. So ninth law is very important. The 10th law is concerned with singles. 11th law is connected with doubles. 12th law is service court errors. Is again, I'll touch that particular law. You also go through it, because always you'll find during matches at any levels you'll find service court errors. They do occur, especially in doubles. Service partner or the server serves from the wrong service court and whatnot. Then we have 13th law is fault. From the basics to the world championships, faults always carries a point to the opposing side. So how the faults they occur, why they occur, how we are going to announce is always discussed during this particular law, faults. 14th law is let. One of the very peculiar situation occurs during those let situations. There are 5 different situations in lets, so we will be definitely discussing and spending good time on lets. The 15th law is shuttle not in play, is one of the again important law in our law book. The 16th law is continuous play, misconducts and penalties, which we always as umpires will love to show cards, will love to penalize the players, will love to control them, will love to show that who is the authority. So if you know this law number 16 thoroughly, it's very easy for us to control those notorious players, those control those tough situations, avoid showing cards or forcing players to receive cards as well. And the law number 17, again we should be discussing on officials and appeals. So friends, so if you have the law books, please bring those law books from your cupboards, from your wardrobes, or where you have kept it. If you don't have one, don't say that I've got one in my phone. You should have one physical printed copy with you always. Don't keep it in your phone. Even if you have one, that's fine, but I wish you should have one printed copy, and the most latest updated printed copy. Just start reading those. I'll be seeing you soon on discussing in detail of those particular laws which I have emphasized already now. So for now, that's it from me. So you take care, stay safe. See you soon discussing on those important laws right away. Okay, take care. Bye bye.